do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now he's unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries, Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How are you, my sister from another mister? Hello, welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries, and, well, this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are powered by right-wing news. You are watching us also on a number of places, including Liberty One TV. All right, we are also sponsored by a very important safety net when it comes to what's going on online, and that is a wonderful app called the HearMeOut app. And the HearMeOut app is something that, well, I don't trust these evil social media companies, nor should you. And because of that, we need to have a place where you can go and be heard, and you can listen and know that you're not going to be censored. That's the HearMeOut app. Download it. It's free for your Apple and your Android. And as a matter of fact, I have something on there very special. They're doing a contest, and I thought I'm not going to win the contest, but I thought it'd be fun to do it. And that is they're having a singing contest. And if you've ever wanted to hear what your friend Rusty might sound like as a pop star, I've done a remake of a Wham song on my Hear Me Out page, and you need to hear it. So go download the Hear Me Out app, do it right now, and then look for me, Rusty Humphries. Okay? Let's see, what do we got here? First, Charles is there. David is from Illinois. How are you? Gail's there. We got a lot of folks there. Okay, let's get into Oscars and why it's important and why you should care. I did watch it last night. I saw most of the movies. And I know most conservatives go, oh, man, it's Hollywood and it's stupid and it doesn't matter and blah, 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 blah. And I wish you were right, but unfortunately you're not. Something came across my Facebook feed the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually. That it was 5 years ago today, on Sunday, that Andrew Breitbart passed away. Andrew was a very close friend of mine. And let me do a close-up. There's Andrew Breitbart right there. That's me. Adam Baldwin, who's an actor you've seen in a bunch of stuff. No, he's not one of the Baldwin brothers, and he hates that. He's a conservative, great guy. Larry O'Connor, this was right before Andrew hired him. It was his first day. And now he's a big talk show host in Washington, D.C., and well, there's a lot of people. Oh, I knew Andrew Breitbart, and they didn't know Andrew Breitbart. And maybe even today you're going, who is Andrew Breitbart, and why should I care? If you remember Andrew Breitbart, would you give me some thumbs ups and some hearts, please? I miss the guy. I miss him every single day. Every single day I miss him, and it hurts knowing that just such a wonderful man is gone. He did so much in such a short life. I think he died at 44, something like that. And I don't know. Have you shared the video yet? We're having a little bit of, what a shock. Facebook is not putting us up on all our pages right now. What a shock. What a complete shock, huh? No, it's not a shock. It's what they do. Arlie's Idaho proud. Tony boycotts the Oscars. All right, let's go back to the great Andrew Breitbart for a moment. Andrew Breitbart's basic premise was, as we conservatives try to ignore Hollywood, we are giving power to the left to steamroll their ideas over us. He's right. He was right. Why is it important that we keep up on this stuff? It's important that we keep up on Hollywood and the Oscars and all of those things because Hollywood controls the culture. Last night on the red carpet, it was all Me Too, hashtag Me Too stuff, and everybody being victims, and the red carpet was silly. Jimmy Kimmel had a couple of shots at Fox News and a couple of shots at Trump, but other than that, it was not as political as I thought it was going to be. But again, this stuff is important because while you may not watch it, your neighbors watched it, your cousin watched it, your aunt, your uncle, your children, your nieces, your nephew, whatever. And if you don't understand pop culture and the implications that pop culture is doing to change our society, you can't fight back. For example, talked a lot about the assault weapons ban and how horrible, guns are. And we all have heard that stuff, and boy, it's no shock. But guess what? They're doing stuff in Congress right now, stuff that you need to be paying attention to. H.R. 5087, the assault weapons ban of 2018, has been introduced into Congress. It is there right now, okay? You can go online, congress.gov. You can read this thing. Here's the bill. But here's what's interesting. It doesn't have a thing where it's just, assault weapons. No. It's far bigger than that. This thing bans basically every gun you can think of. A semi-automatic rifle that has the capability to detach magazine in anywhere the following: a pistol grip, a forward grip, a folding telescope, a detachable stock, a grenade launcher, or rocket launcher. Yeah, those are really readily available. A barrel shroud, a thread. But anyway, this thing goes on and on and on and on and on. Look at all these things. Look at all this stuff that they want to ban. It's a hell of a list. Again, we're just going after a couple things they say. Look at this list. These are all of the following rifles, copies, duplicates, variants, or altered facsimiles with the capability of any such weapon thereof should be banned. All AK types, including the following. And then it's got this list. Look at this. Okay, look at this list. That's a heck of a long list. And it keeps going and going and going and going and going. Holy moly. The term large capacity ammunition feeding device. Anyway, I'm not going to get into this whole thing. I'm not a gun expert. What I am an expert in is the attack on our freedoms, the attack on our freedom of speech, the attack on your ability to defend yourself, whether it's through a weapon or through your voice. Hollywood has the power to change the culture to affect those things. And that's the problem with ignoring them. Okay? And it's a serious, serious problem. Now, I have for years tried to work inside the belly of the beast. I've been in movies and TV sets, and I've been to the Oscars, and I've been to the MTV Music Awards and the Grammys, and have spoken with people. And they are mindless drones. One of the reasons why I think most actors have no idea what they're talking about, why they're really not that smart. And I talk about this in my book, 7 Ways to Win Political Debates to Your Liberal Family and Friends, available on Amazon, paperback, Kindle, audio version. My basic theory is that when you go into your acting class, and I use the example, and the teacher says, be an omelet. Okay, you know you're not an omelet. But you go on the ground and you start popping and acting like you're an omelet. What they're trying to do is strip out all reason and logic. And by stripping out the reason and logic, you have the, what they're doing is they are making it so that you're all emotion. Everything is based in emotion. And when everything is based in emotion, then it's all about what feels good, what feels bad, so on and so on and so on. And so by doing that, I mean, for example, let's talk about what's his name? Sean Penn. Okay? Sean Penn is a good actor. Whether you like Sean Penn or not, Sean Penn is an excellent actor, okay? He's an idiot, but he's an excellent actor. Why? Because he's stripped away all reason and logic, and he does everything based on emotion. And if everything you do is based in emotion, then what happens is that you aren't thinking. You're just feeling. Feels good to feel bad. Right? Arlie says that's how we've gotten where we are. We've lived our lives and liberalism crawled right by us. It's well past time to get involved. You're right, Arlie. You're 100% correct. And if we don't do something, if we don't act, if we just sit around and we go, oh, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to put my head in the sand. I'm going to not be involved. Well, guess what? It's guaranteed that we lose. Guaranteed. That scares me, by the way. It scares me a lot. And so I'm going to continue the fight. Now, one of the biggest, the biggest winner of the awards, you know, I've seen most of these movies. They had 9 Best Pictures. Call Me by Your Name, I did not watch. Darkest Hour should have won the Academy Award. Dunkirk was overdone, not great. Get Out, I have not seen. Lady Bird was actually very good, shocked on how good it was. Phantom Thread, absolutely awful. The Post, okay. The Shape of Water, which won everything, looks like something else I've seen. But it also looks absolutely horrific. It's one of those movies where, as somebody that's not really smart, you can watch the movie and pretend that you're smart. And by pretending that you're smart, you can look down upon everybody else. Well, yes, this is a movie that shows some important things. No, it didn't. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous, it was actually a ripoff, if you ask me. And I saw a great video to take a look at what movie did The Shape of Water rip off. Check this out here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Yes, The Shape of Water is Splash.
Then we'll be ready for the internal examination.
Internal examination?
Of course. I'll want to study your pulmonary system, reproductive organs, everything.
Yeah, I believe if we want to get an edge on the Soviets, we need to vivisect this.
No.
Take it apart.
No.
Learn how it works.
No, that would defeat the purpose.
Dr. Ross, are we considering how the subject is responding to the examination procedure itself?
I'm considering everything.
This creature is intelligent, capable of language, of understanding emotions.
Now the scene in both movies where they take the mermaid and merman and they hide them, take them out of the laboratory secretly. Daryl Hannah was much hotter than this creature, though, I'll tell you. Both of them pouring salt in bath waters. Oh, this is so much better now.
Does he I slept with a fish before.
John Candy, I miss you. And both of them, they rushed them to the sea.
I could go with you.
You can't.
Together.
You can't ever come back.
Without me.
I understand.
Oh, it's Daryl Hannah. I would jump in that water so fast.
I love you, Madison. Go!
Kisses underwater, and they both wake up. So yeah, the Shape of Water is just a crappy ripoff of Splash. I gotta be honest, it is one movie I just have no interest in seeing, and I've seen most of them. Oh, there was an Oscar tribute to the people that are gone. And I don't think enough people saw it, so I want to make sure that you get a chance to see it. An Oscar tribute to those who we lost here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Yes, they lost Harvey Weinstein, Louis C.K., Al Franken, Garrison Keillor, Matt Lauer, Charlie Rose, Danny Masterson, Russell Simmons, Jeffrey Tambor, Kevin Spacey, yeah, it's a sad year for Oscar of all those people they lost. That was pretty good, actually. That one made me laugh. All right. By the way, Best Actor in a Leading Role was won by Gary Oldman for The Darkest Hour. If you've not seen The Darkest Hour, you have missed out on so much. It is the story of Winston Churchill in World War II. Gary Oldman, don't tell anybody. I know Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's a conservative, okay? Gary Oldman is a conservative. And Hollywood doesn't like him very much. But he won because he had to win because he was so incredible. He was absolutely unbelievable. And so Gary Oldman deserved to win the Oscar. And again, if you've not seen it, it is one of the most incredible performances of anybody ever. Gary Oldman always delivers. Always. I mean, he's one of the greatest actors, I think, in the history of the world. Because he's never him. He's always somebody else. Now, I submit that guys like Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger, they're always themselves. It's always Tom Cruise. You never go, oh, Tom Cruise was in that movie? I had no idea. It's always Tom Cruise doing something else. Gary Oldman, I mean, from the Batman Dark Knight movies to Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy to The Darkest Hour, half the times you don't even know it's him doing it. So, anyway, but Tracy is upset that I am trying to tell you why it's important. Again, the reason why, again, you don't have to like these movies, and most of them are terrible. I scored these were my picks, and how many did I get? I did okay. You have to understand the culture. And if we don't continue, if conservatives back away from popular culture, as we have done, and we continue to focus on facts and figures and reason and logic, and forget all about art and all about emotion, we will lose. We've been losing. They don't have better ideas. They have more powerful platforms. They give their ideas in more emotional ways. I'm telling you, we can win. We just have to understand how the game is played. But if we don't show up to play the game, we're going to lose by forfeit. And we have too much to lose, my friends. Too much to lose. I don't know if you have high school kids. I do. I have one in college and one in high school. Thankfully, I have given them a pretty solid base from where to begin. But they're so bombarded in so many ways that we couldn't have imagined when we were their age, when I was their age anyway. They ask questions and are seriously confused by things that really shouldn't confuse them. But it all seems reasonable. Well, why don't we just get rid of the guns? Those kids in Florida, man, they should be heard from. Why don't we listen to them more? I mean, other than the fact that last week they were eating Tide Pods and this week they want to change the Constitution and we're actually paying attention to them. But what's scary is that it's happening and it's true. We can make a difference. But if we're not in the game, we aren't able to communicate on a pop culture level, we won't be heard. And that's all I'm trying to tell you today. That's today's message in a short, concise way. Most people take 3 hours to get you that. I got it to you in 20 minutes. Ray says, yes, we need to teach and lead for sure. They need to know how to get out and be a part of things. That's right. Hiding in the sand and saying, oh, I don't care about Holly. I don't care about movies. I don't care about the Oscars. It's not a winning formula. It's a losing formula. They're winning. We just need to step up to the plate. That's what I think. All right. Hey, do me a favor. Would you please go to the Hear Me Out app and follow me there? Download it to your smartphone. Download the Hear Me Out app to your phone, your iPhone, your Android, whatever, and follow me, Rusty Humphries. I have a very interesting one in there. I put a thing that I did back in the late 1980s, back when I was trying to be a pop singer. And you can hear my version of a song called If You Were There. There's 41 seconds of it. And it's interesting. What was it like? What was Little Rusty when I was in Hollywood? What was I recording? You can hear that if you go to the Hear Me Out app and find me, Rusty Humphries. All right? Also, follow the nice folks at Right Wing News and Liberty One TV. Go to libertyoneTV.com. They have some great shows, some great hosts on there. Really trying to make a difference. Not getting any help from Facebook. Not getting help from Facebook. Nor Twitter, nor YouTube. But we're out there and we're fighting every single day. Okay? Be a part of this. I'm here 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West every single day, Monday through Thursday, unless I got something better to do. The podcast, you can find the Rusty Humphries Rebellion, iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, any place where you can find great podcasts. Until next time, I'm Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Thanks for hanging with me. I do appreciate you.